What's up, Aidan?
What's up, Aidan?
Lessons on leadership from high school to being at Oregon State to now. I'm sure you kind of commit to whatever the culture is as far as how to handle adversity. But what's been your personal thing that kind of has carried you through when there's been adversity along the way that you kind of keep and use? If you mind sharing a little bit about that.
Just, emphasizing doing your role. It's not really it is a leadership thing, but at the end of the day, it's not really just a me thing. It's an everybody thing, just emphasize, letting people know, like, do your role and things will come together. So, if one guy does his job, then the next guy does his job. Next thing you know, all 11 guys doing their job, things come together and things look good. So, yeah, just doing your role.
The balance of winning and losing. You get the high praise when the wins happen. How do you balance the other part that comes with it?
Everything's the same, everything's neutral. You win, you get back to square one, you prepare for next week. Just prepare for each week the same, and go into each week the same. Yeah.
Coach talked about being a little different in terms of messaging this year versus last year's Michigan game. I know it's early in the week, but what do you feel has changed, and how much of you as captains talked about things that need to change in terms of directing and channeling some energy?
Yeah, it's been a point of emphasis since fall camp. It's just they talked to us about it early. That was at 75 days. Now it's 5 days away, 6 days away, and they just let us know, this is a big game. This is this is the games we play for. This is what we wanted all year, and it's a rivalry game, and that's just how you gonna come into it. You got it's some negative feelings, some positive feelings between the games, but at the end of the day, they emphasized it really well. They brought in other people, brought in alumni that played in the game before, and guys that played in the game last year. We know what it is, so it's just coming in and treat the game a little different, but at the same time, you still prepare the same.
How did last year live up to maybe the things that you heard from guys that had been through it before, and how was it maybe different?
Yeah, last year it was way bigger than what I expected. I came from Oregon State with a pretty big rivalry as well with Oregon State, and it was a way bigger than that. And it was just it's a whole state. That's just what it is. So it's gonna be fun.
Do you feel like as a team, now that you guys have that experience and you understand it, you've lived it, that you're, I guess, more prepared to go and face that team?
Yeah. Knowing the message and knowing the history behind the game. I think everybody really understands what they need to go in and go do, handle their business, and play their role. And we want to come out with a victory. We want to come out with that Bunyan Trophy. So that's what we're playing for.
When you look back at last year's game, you guys dominated the first quarter, a good portion of the first half. Just weren't able to capitalize on those opportunities. Is that still something that still kind of sticks with you?
I'm sorry. I wasn't. Yeah. No, not really. It's a game. We didn't play it. We didn't play as good as we could have. We came out and we lost the game. That's what happens. Now we have another opportunity. It's not really something that sticks with me. It's just it happened. You didn't play your best, and now you come in next week and you do what you can. So let's just go in. We got another game Saturday, another opportunity. Let's go play football.
Even Coach Smith mentioned that something he did differently this year was sort of implementing this game into some stuff even over the summer. What did that look like? What was that messaging even, and how early did this all start? What did that all look like?
No, I said before, it started with fall camp. It was just had alumni come in. I still have alumni come in and just talk to us, emphasize how important this game is. People that played in this game multiple years, that are still on the team, like Ben Sumarin and Edwards and all those guys. It's just they emphasize how big of a game it really is, and just let us know, hey, yes, all games are the same, but at the end of the day, this game is a little bit different. So yeah.
How much I think you guys had 6 penalties last year. They didn't have any. How critical in a rivalry, and particularly when everything's amplified, is the discipline? And how do you feel like the team this year? I think you're only averaging. I think you're averaging 4 penalties a game. So it's been a pretty disciplined group. So how do you sustain that?
Keep playing how we're playing. I think penalties, hurt any game. So just focus on, in critical moments specifically, just focus on playing your role, doing your best you can, and keep the penalties to a minimum. That's really in every game. So yeah.
You guys went in there last year early and were able to run the ball pretty well coming off that Iowa game, and then the second half it wasn't there as much. This year the run game's been there and it hasn't at times. Where's that gap in consistency to where it's more consistent than that, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I don't really understand the question. I'm sorry. Like,
How do you guys get more consistent running the ball, I
there
guess?
you go. Okay, yeah. Keep doing it. You know, keep doing it, and it's gonna work. It's gonna work if all 11 guys do their job. So, yeah, keep running the ball.
Of the former players that came in and talked to you, is there anyone whose story kind of stuck out to you or that, sticks in your head?
Yeah, I mean, we had the old strength coach. I believe his name is Coach Manny. Yeah, and he came in and he, he talked to us about the entire thing. Just, fighting, grit, and put your name on it. Like, you want to have your name on the wall. You want to be able to walk the streets, like they said. And you just want to be able to, be known around here. So it's like, well, be unforgettable is really what it is. But yeah.
Was that this week he came in, or was that one of the
No, that was in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you have some sort of relationship with Bryce Underwood. I guess confirm or deny, but what do you notice about his game? I don't know how much you're seeing him. Obviously, you're not studying their offense, but what's your relationship with him, and what do you thought of his season, if you've seen much of it?
I mean, yeah, we're cordial. I mean, we train together. We've run a camp together. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really focused on what he does. It's I'm more focused on what the defense is going to bring this weekend, and that's really all I'm here to play. I mean, they're probably going to bring something too. So they're focused on our defense, just like I'm focused on theirs. So it's really all I'm worried about this week.
Couple more for Aidan. Yeah.
The tattoo on your leg, what is that?
Oh, it's a Spartan. Yeah, it's a Spartan that says I shall either find a way or make one. Dang, I almost messed up. Shall either find a way or make one. Yeah, it's a Spartan. It had nothing to do with being a Spartan, actually. It was just, just got it.
When did you get that?
Actually this summer. Yeah. This past summer, yeah.
Nice.
You mentioned about just the feeling, how much amplified it was. How much do you hear from the outside? Not necessarily that you listen to the outside, but how much do you hear from the outside in this week compared to other weeks? And how do you try and keep that blocked out?
I don't know. I listen to everything that stays inside this building, and that's it.
Down at Indiana, you were pretty happy with the offense. When you watched it back, what'd you like or didn't? And do you feel like there's some building blocks there as you go into this week and the rest of the year here?
I was just proud of how we competed. We came in and we played hard. We didn't finish where we needed to finish, but that's something that you have to work on. And I think this is a good week to finish and come out and do it. We'll probably get the result we want. So yeah.
Thanks, Aidan.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.